said goodbye without a sound. A soft collapse, no final round. No blame, no fight, no shattered glass, just a stillness too sharp to pass. I watched your shadow leave the floor, heard silence settle at the door. No suitcase, just your absence loud, like thunder buried in a cloud. I used to beg, I used to stay, but love should never feel this way. A constant stretch of almost right is not the kind of love I'll fight. You were home, and then you weren't. I was yours until it burned. But this time I won't hold on. No more battles already gone. I release the weight I used to crave. Let the past fall like a wave. This time I choose the dawn. This time I move on. No more rewinding what we knew. No more fixing what's not true. You loved me once, but not for long. So this time I won't hold on. Even broken hearts can beat. Even silence can feel sweet. When the love you lose wasn't love complete. So I walk, I breathe, I'm gone. This time I won't hold on. First it was the morning text, then your coffee cup was next. You stopped saying goodnight first, and I felt it like a curse. Then came the long, polite replies. You stopped looking in my eyes. Loving you became a chase for someone who had left the place. But I didn't cry all at once. I cracked daily, just in chunks. Your absence grew like growing pain, familiar, slow, but not in vain. You didn't leave in just one breath, but in 1,000 little deaths. I learned to lose you slowly, piece by piece, like fallen leaves. Drifted off and I stayed still, holding on against my will. Now I know what fading feels like, truly. I learned to lose you slowly. It wasn't sudden, loud or bold, just your warmth turning cold. No big goodbye, no final plea, just the quiet leaving of you from me. But healing lives in letting go. I learned to lose you slowly, but I'll find myself holy. You left without a single fight, just faded into softer light. No door slammed, no bitter rain, just your absence, calm and plain. Your toothbrush stayed, but not your smile. I sat alone and stared a while at all the things you didn't take, like promises you used to make. And now I speak, but not aloud, to memories that wear your shroud. I've learned to miss you quietly, with grace dressed up as dignity. No final word, no long farewell, but silence always knows too well. I'm still loving you in silence, still dancing through the quiet storm. Even though you're long gone now, I keep you where my dreams are warm. No need for calls or signs or sound. Love can live without being found. Yes, I'm still loving you in silence, still dancing through the quiet storm. Even though you're long gone now, I keep you where my dreams are warm. No need for calls or signs or sound. Love can live without being found. Yes, I'm still loving you in silence, not holding on, but not moved on. Some hearts don't break, they whisper, in rooms where you're forever gone. And I won't beg to be remembered, but if you do, just know I stay. Not in your life, but in the soft places love is never betrayed. I'm still loving you in silence. The door still creaks the way you left it. Your coat still hangs like you'll return. I sleep on just one side of the bed, like my body still hasn't learned. I talk to walls when it gets quiet, pour 2 cups out of old routine. But your name is now a whisper in the corner swept clean. shows someone still standing. A little bent, but not broken through. I thought I'd shatter without your hand, but look at me, I'm walking too. You were never meant to stay, but I kept you anyway. Now I let the light back in, open curtains, feel the wind. Not every love is meant to stay, but I survived the slow decay. And though you're gone, I'm not the end. I found myself again. So I let the light back in, wrote goodbye across my skin. I won't chase what isn't mine, I'll grow where you drew the line. Love should heal, not wear me thin. I let the light back in, and maybe someday you'll pass me by. A stranger I once called my sky, but I won't ache, I won't bend. I've made peace with the end. I let the light back in, and I'm brighter than I've ever been. I wrote your name on foggy glass, watched it fade like all things pass. A moment soaked in warm regret, a name my hands can't quite forget. I tried to ink you into poems, but every line led back to home. And home is where your echo stayed, even long after love decayed. Now strangers hold the hand I miss, but I still flinch at dreams like this, where you and I still walk as one, before goodbye had fully begun. I tried to hold what wasn't mine, and lost myself between the lines. I wrote your name in rain, thinking it would wash away the pain, but it carved deeper just the same. A love too wild to ever tame. You were here, then you were rare, and I'm still reaching for what's not there. I wrote your name in rain, a fleeting prayer with no refrain, but some names burn and softly stay, even as the clouds drift away. I should have known from the start, rain can't rinse a weathered heart. Still, I wrote your name in rain, still I wrote your name. watched you pack in quiet waves, like someone leaving, someone brave. I didn't stop you, didn't plead, even though my heart would bleed. You looked at me like waiting for a word, a tear, or something more. But pride is cruel when it's afraid, and love got lost in what we made. I should have said, please don't let go, but I just smiled and said, I know. You nodded once and closed the door, and I've not breathed the same no more. It's not what ends us that will sting, it's all the things we didn't bring. The last thing I said was nothing, but everything was on my face. I let you leave with questions and fill the room with empty space. I didn't fight, I didn't cry, I let us go without goodbye. Now I hold on to that silence like it's the loudest kind of pain. The last thing I said was nothing, and I'll never speak the same again. Maybe if I said your name, you would have stayed just for the flame. But the last thing I said was nothing. Maybe if I said your name, you would have stayed just for the flame. But the last thing I said was nothing. You left without a single fight, just faded into softer light. No door slam, no bitter rain, just your absence calm and plain. Your toothbrush stayed, but not your smile. I sat alone and stared a while at all the things you didn't take, like promises you used to make. And now I speak, but not aloud, to memories that wear your shroud. I've learned to miss you quietly, with grace dressed up as dignity. No final word, no long farewell, but silence always knows too well. I'm still loving you in silence, still dancing through the quiet storm. Even though you're long gone, places love is never betrayed. I'm still loving you. In silence. Shoes you left by the door, untouched like breath. They stayed for weeks, I never moved, like proof of someone I once knew. Your jacket held the scent of June, the month we danced in moon and moon. But time is cruel, it takes and folds even love that once felt bold. The photo frame fell off the wall, as if it knew you wouldn't call. And in that crash I heard the sound of you becoming memory bound. I didn't cry right there and then, but I knew we wouldn't start again. That was the day you became a memory, not a lover, not an enemy, just a page I'll read and close, a season I no longer chose. You were real and you were mine, but not every real thing stays in time. Yes, that was the day you became a memory, still soft, still dear, but never meant to be. I don't regret, but I don't chase. I honor love that knew its place. And now I walk where we once ran, a little wiser than I began. You became a memory that day, and I let you drift away. You walked out with a gentle face, no shouting match, no broken vase, just quiet hands that pack the years, and eyes too tired to cry more tears. The clock kept ticking like it knew the silence that would soon break through. You said goodbye without a sound, but your absence still shakes the ground. I slept in clothes I never changed, air still felt like you, estranged. And though your footprints fade with rain, my heart repeats your name in pain. You left with peace, I stayed with storm. Not every wound can heal warm. You left, but I stayed. You moved on, I just decayed. You're laughing now, I'm learning how to smile without a reason. You took your heart, I kept mine open, to feel the weight of what was broken. You left, but I stayed. In every place where we once prayed, you're someone new, I'm someone lost, still counting love and what it costs. And I won't beg to be recalled, but I still stand where we both